How to cut a cigar without ruining it. 5 methods explained. Okay, so this is one of those cigar topics that sounds incredibly simple. You cut the cigar, you light the cigar, you smoke the cigar. Done, right? Except that's exactly how a lot of people ruin perfectly good cigars. I've seen guys crack wrappers on expensive cigars, and I've seen people bite the end off like they're in some old gangster movie. So today, let's talk about how to actually cut a cigar properly, what all these different cutters do, and what to do when you don't even have a cutter. Because honestly, it's a lot easier than people make it sound. Hey guys, welcome back to Swiss Cuban Cigars. If you enjoy cigars or you're still figuring things out, this channel is basically about helping you avoid expensive mistakes and actually enjoy your smokes more. So let's get into it. Before you cut anything, let's just talk basics, okay? If you're new to cigars, you really only need to know 2 things. The first is the cap. The cap is a little piece of tobacco sealing the head of the cigar. Its entire job is to keep the wrapper from unraveling. The second is the shoulder. That's where the cigar starts curving into the body. And here is the important part. You want to cut the cap, but you do not want to cut into the shoulder, because once you start cutting too deep into the shoulder, you're risking cracks, unraveling, and all kinds of headaches. A simple rule that I've followed for years is that less is more. You can always cut more later, but you really can't fix an overcut cigar. Now, let's start with the most common cut in the cigar world, the straight cut, also known as the guillotine cut. And personally, this is probably what I would use 90% of the time, because it's simple, it works, and it gives you a nice open draw. Now, if you've got a double guillotine cutter, that's usually my recommendation. Some people do prefer single blade cutters, but in my personal experience, double guillotines tend to give cleaner cuts and are a little more forgiving. The key is confidence. Line it up just above the cap, one quick motion, and you're done. Don't slowly chew through the cigar with the blades. That's actually usually where things would go wrong. And here's something that people always seem to forget. A bigger opening means more airflow. More airflow means more smoke, which sounds great until the cigar starts smoking a bit hotter than you'd wanted. So bigger isn't always better in this case. Now here's actually where cigar smokers start arguing, the V-cut. Some guys absolutely swear by it, and others would never touch it. A V-cutter removes a wedge-shaped section from the cap instead of cutting the entire top off. The result is a more concentrated draw. A lot of people feel it focuses the flavor a little bit more, and here's where it really works well, box press cigars, because a box press cigar already has a flatter structure. The V-cut helps channel smoke through the center without destroying the cap. It keeps the cigar stable, but it still opens enough airflow. But if you do overdo it or use a cheap cutter, it can crush the head. So again, this is situational. The punch cut might be the most misunderstood cut in cigars, because a lot of people think small hole equals restricted draw, and sometimes that is definitely true. But here's what's cool about punch cuts. You can actually customize them. You can start with one punch, try the draw. If you need more airflow, you move slightly to the side and punch again. And if you need more, you just do it again. You can slowly build the opening until it feels exactly how you want it. And that's something that you can't really do with a straight cut, because once you cut too much, that's it, game over. Punch cuts are also great if you like cooler smoke and a little bit more of a concentrated flavor. Scissor cut. Now this one is actually better than most people think, because cigar scissors, they give you control, real control. You can see exactly what you're removing. Where they really shine is with torpedoes and tapered cigars, because here's the thing. A torpedo is designed for adjustment. So you start small, like really small, and then you test the draw, and then you adjust, and that's the key mindset here. Don't commit too much at once. Build airflow gradually. Scissors are great for that, but they're not always going to be practical day to day. And the last one is a knife cut, because this is more of a survival technique. If you've got no cutter, no problem. A sharp knife can absolutely work, but the key word here is sharp. You're not chopping wood, you're shaving the cap off carefully, slowly, controlled. I've seen guys destroy expensive cigars with dull pocket knives because they rushed. If you're using a knife, patience matters. But what if I don't have a cutter? If you don't have a cutter, anything pointed can work. A key, a toothpick, a skewer. You're not cutting at this point, you're creating airflow. Think punch method, not guillotine, but again, patience matters. Don't just stab the cigar, work it gently until you open a clean path for air. Your last resort is biting. Let's be honest, people do it, but this is the last resort territory because what usually happens is you don't cut, you crush the cigar. If you ever have to do it, go slow, controlled, and try to mimic the cap line, but ideally, don't. There are better options even in bad situations. So, that's cigar cutting in a nutshell. Know where to cut. Cut less than you think, and don't stress about finding the perfect method. Most of the time, a clean cut and a good cigar are all you really need. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe to Swiss Cuban Cigars, and I'm curious, what's your favorite cut right now? Straight cut, V-cut, punch cut, or are you still one of those guys who's still using a pocket knife? Drop it in the comments, I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching, enjoy the smoke, and I'll see you in the next one.